stopping, homie, regardless. And I ain't stopping, no, I ain't stopping. I'm just getting started. Let's go. My skin is pale, but I'm a black sheep. Riding through the city, Satan in the backseat. Hey yo, that's me, I run it like a track meet. A rap fiend, I set the bar high like an athlete. Step in the booth and Zach gon' drop that 808. Cause the vibe is dope and the beat is cracking, now it's getting laced. I'm sharp as a razor blade, I can blow your mind like JFK. I do what I want, you ain't gonna box me in like David.
What's good, everybody? I'm Danny D'Lo, and this is Danny D'Lo Biker TV. Today's episode is about what is the infatuation with the outlaw motorcycle lifestyle. You know, one percenters, just the outlaw lifestyle in general. It seems like society is like two ways. You got one part of the society that hates us, and then the other society is just so intrigued by our lifestyle, how we live, how we handle business, how we conduct ourselves in life. And it's always been a big thing, you know. I mean, to me, it goes back to cowboys and Indians even, you know, and it's always been especially women, but, you know, you got grown-ass men who are infatuated with us too. And it's always been kind of funny to me, and I think, personally, I think the one person I know who's a fellow creator and a buddy of mine on TikTok, he's huge on TikTok. Those of you that don't know him, I'm gonna put a shout out for him. Big Country TCB. The homie over there does some cool content. He's usually always spot on. For a support guy, I'm actually always pretty damn impressed by his knowledge. Really cool dude. He supports a certain club, and you know that stuff don't matter to me, but I've always liked his content. I've talked to him. He's a good dude, and he put it the best way anybody could ever put it. And he's got a famous quote out here on TikTok anyway that millions of people have used, and it's spot on. You know, like it's perfectly said, and it's the truth of it. And I'm gonna play it right now.
People have wondered why women always flock to the men who are outlaws of society instead of the hero. You want me to tell you why that is? The hero will sacrifice the woman that he loves to protect the world. A man who is an outlaw to society will sacrifice the world for the woman that he loves.
To me, that's just the most spot on way of putting it, you know, and it's true. It's straight up facts, like keeping it straight 100. Like, that's how women pretty much are. Like, they're infatuated with the outlaws of society because we'll protect them. Heroes, they won't. You know, heroes are trying to be a hero for the world. Outlaws, we're just trying to be a hero for our old lady, you know, and for our brothers, you know. So that's basically how it is, man. And like I said, you know, this is brought to you by something I watched over the weekend, and I thought it was kind of funny because the person who brought up the topic is usually the same guy that tries to put one percenter in everything he ever puts in. So it's kind of funny, but it is what it is. You know, to me, I think it's always been that way. Like I said, all the way from cowboys and Indians to now, man. People have been infatuated with the outlaw lifestyle because we live a certain way. We live by our own rules, our own codes. We speak our mind. We don't care how you feel about it. We're just straight real and straight up 100. That's just how we roll, man. You know, we live by the seat of our pants. We live for today. We don't care too much about tomorrow and the future and all that, because the lifestyle we've lived and the things we've seen living this lifestyle, excuse me, it's proven to us that tomorrow isn't promised. You know, tomorrow doesn't always get here. We don't always get to wake up and see tomorrow. You know, sometimes we might go on a bike ride tonight at around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. We might have to go to TCB. We might have to go, you know, just go save a friend, or we just might be bored, can't sleep, and we're going to jump on the bike and go have a couple of drinks somewhere and never make it home tonight. You know, it might be a club thing. It might be just a motorcycle accident, God forbid. You know, who knows what it could be, you know. And that's just the kind of lives we've always lived, you know. And people have always been fascinated by that because society as a whole, for the most part, they're always planning. They're always, you know, okay, plan for the future, work hard today so that we got money for next year, and and planning vacations and all that. And those of us in the outlaw lifestyle, whether it be a motorcycle club or independent rider, it don't matter. Those of us that are just straight up bikers, we just take off when we want. We don't really plan stuff like that. We just sit around the house one night and like, it's Friday night, I got a pocket full of money. You know what? Yeah, I'm gone. I'm getting ghost. You out. And that's always been how it's been, man. It's just the way it is, I guess. One thing I gotta point out too, real quick, while I'm doing this video is my crime partner Hollywood. Apparently, he's been getting a lot of threats from some of you people. Some of you guys seem to not like the fact that we don't associate the same way as we once did with one of your creators that you happen to be in love with or like, or whatever the case may be. And you know what? I find that sad, y'all. I really do. I mean, first of all, who the hell are you, man? Like, you guys, some of you guys come on here and you really think that you can just hide behind your little computer screen and talk that mess, man. Like, I mean, really? You sending emails to people talking about, you better not let me see you on the street? Like, I'm sincerely glad none of you have even thought about sending me an email like that, because you don't want to see me on the street with that kind of attitude. Like, for real. Like, tough guy, whatever, you call it what you want, but yeah, that wouldn't be a good look on your part at all, for real. And I don't even get why somebody would do that. Here's the thing with creators, man. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that you guys don't know about, and I'm talking shady stuff, this punk stuff, and I'm not talking about one certain person. I'm talking about everybody in general that gets involved in some of this stuff. It happens. Sometimes you see people for who they are. Sometimes you just don't agree with something. Sometimes you just want to go a different way with your platform. Whatever the case may be, it is what it is. If nobody's hating and talking crap, then why are you making threats to other creators? Like for real, it's that serious to you that you're gonna hit up a creator and email him and threaten him and talking about, you better not let me catch you on the street? Bro, that's stupid, man. That's ignorant, bro, for real. Like, don't get your head split over some YouTube stuff, that you're not even involved in. Like, I think that's the part that makes me laugh the most. Like, you're not even involved in any situation. First of all, there ain't no situation. But secondly, even if there was, you're not involved in it. So why are you making threats? Like, talking a bunch of crap. You know what I mean? Like, and I think what makes me mad the most is that you'll pick on a creator that wasn't a 1%er, or he may not be on the street like you think he is, so you think you can get away with talking like that. Because I ain't seen none of y'all tough guys that like making threats email me, and here's my email right here. You are more than welcome to make your threats anytime you like. And believe me, if you're man enough to send me an address and it's close by, we can meet up on the street anytime you want. If you don't like how I do my platform, that's how I roll, homie. And if you want me to come along, no problem. That's how I roll. So I just had to say that real quick, because it's not even about being a tough guy, y'all. It's not. It really, truly isn't. I'm not that kind of dude anymore, man. I really ain't. I can be. Believe that. I definitely can be. But I don't want to. And I just don't get why people would take this stuff so serious, so to heart, and really think that they can make threats like that. So those of you that want to hit up Hollywood and threaten him and all that stuff, bro, anytime you see that man on the street, he's going to be with me. And there's going to be many other people that are with me that are with him. You feel me? So I wish you the best of luck with that tough guy stuff. I really, truly do. It's always these guys that are either supporters or they're nobodies that talk that stuff, man. It's crazy. And sometimes, people talk about that other creators will send those people that way or whatever. And you know what, that might be true too, because you know, other creators know who I am and they know better than even play with me like that. So it is what it is, man. But I had to express that. I had to say something, because when my brother Hollywood calls me up and he's like, man, you been getting threats, dude? And I'm like, no, I ain't got no threats on my email. What are you talking about? And he tells me that people on his page are like emailing him talking about, you know, when we see you on the street, we're gonna mess you up, and you know, that's bogus what you did with so and so and all this and blah blah blah, you know. And it's like, for real? Like for real? Bro, you think you matter that much? Like, you think you know what you're talking about? Like, you don't even know what happened, you know. And you don't need to know, because it's none of your damn business. As long as people ain't hating and talking BS, then it shouldn't matter to anybody. You know, people move on in life. That's just how it goes, man. People's platforms change. People take their platforms more serious and go a different direction, whatever it may be. You know, you see how I roll. Like, I try to hit everybody. I try to put out something for every single person in the biker community, whether it be club, independent, you know, just an everyday rider, whatever. You know, I try to put something out here for everybody. You know, I try my best to touch bases with all of you, and y'all already know you can always hit me up and give me an idea. And you know what, if it's a good idea and I think it's something that should be expressed and talked about, I'll be happy to shout you out. As you already clearly saw, I'll shout you out and I'll talk about that subject and give my input, give my opinion, you know, or I may give some facts, you know, whatever the case may be. So I ain't never scared to take ideas or you know, take inspiration from people, you know, from you guys, you supporters that want to help us out, or you just want to see a subject that you're passionate about talked about. Like, I'm all about that, you know. But when you guys take this stuff so serious where you're gonna make threats, man, like, that's not cool, man. That's just not cool at all. Not cool at all. You know, I don't condone that. I don't promote it, and I don't like it. Excuse me 1 second. I'm very sorry. I just don't like that, you know. And I had to express that, man. As far as, you know, some other stuff that I heard the other day, you know, it kind of made me laugh. You know, I heard these certain things said, you know, I've been in the club life for 30 years. And, you know, some of these other creators have only been in the club world for 20 minutes, quote unquote. Well, you know what I got to say to that is, don't you feel bad about yourself when you say that? Because that's kind of sad that you've been in this club life for 30 years and people would rather watch other creators that have only been in the club life for, quote unquote, 20 minutes. I mean, think about that while you talking shit, you feel me? Other things that, you know, I'm going to be doing is, you know, the video that I'm dropping actually today, or later on this evening at 7 o'clock, I'm going to drop it. It's me telling you a little bit more about myself. It's something new. It's something different for me. It's kind of like a motor vlog, but I'm not sure if it can really count as a motor vlog. I hope you guys enjoy it. That is my video to you guys, to give you some insight on who I am, what I've accomplished, where I come from, what I've survived in my life, and where I'm at today, and why I do these videos. When we did the interview with Sosa Ghost and Mike Ball, shout out to those brothers. When we did that interview, I was asked about what made me want to do videos. And I thought that was an awesome question, and I've actually waited to be asked that, because up until recently I really didn't know why I was doing them, but then all of a sudden one day everything clicked, everything made sense on why I'm doing what I'm doing for y'all. And so I explained that a little more in depth in that video, you know, I think you guys are gonna enjoy that, man. You know, you're gonna get to know a lot about me, and I'm gonna do videos like that once a month. I'm gonna try videos that just give you some history of me, who I am, my credentials, you know, where I come from, how I grew up, stuff like that. You know, I also remember a lot of you guys in that live asking why I was so quiet, when Sos the Ghost was talking, I wasn't really talking much. And you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. You know, I was learning about him. You know, me and him talk a lot. All right, and really cool dude, actually. You know, which is crazy that we had that little tit for tat beef going on for a minute, which was more or less me just talking shit for somebody else. You know, when he was talking about his life, man, a lot of that stuff hit home with me because, I had no idea how close of an upbringing that me and him had. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had my mom, I had my dad, but I always chose to go to the streets. The streets always called me, as I'm gonna tell you guys in my other video. And I was more or less just sitting back like, wow, this brother like lived a pretty rough life, and he's accomplished a lot. And for me, to see a fellow felon who's got multiple felonies, been to the joint, been to prison and all that, been in a gang life, been in a club life, and he made it out of all of that to become a huge creator here on YouTube. I'm proud of him. I may not be like personally friends with him yet or whatever, or bros or whatever, but I'll tell you what, man, hearing him talk about his life, it made me proud to know him. I was so proud of him. So that's why I sat back and just listened, and I didn't talk much for a while because I was actually taken back. It just, y'all don't understand how it is to be a felon in this world. Many people have overcame that. Don't get me wrong. This ain't a cry me story, but I went through a lot of BS being a felon. I don't have rights. I haven't checked recently, but for the longest time I haven't been able to even leave the country. I can't even hold a passport because I'm on a certain list, and it's messed up, man. You can't get certain jobs. For the longest time I couldn't get a job at all, which is what actually pushed me to start my own business, my own detail business, because I couldn't get work anywhere. I couldn't get hired nowhere. The minute I put, yeah, I'm a felon, blah blah blah, they were like, next. They literally throw my application in the garbage. So I started my own business, and that's what pushed me and drove me to do it, because I'm like, well, nobody's gonna give me a shot, so you know what, I'm gonna give myself a shot. And I took my chances and did what I had to do, and I still do it, even with this, so yeah, being a felon has held me back, for sure. And I've watched it hold a lot of people back. And unfortunately, it's drawn a lot of people back into the system because they felt they didn't have a chance. They didn't have any other opportunity, so they just went back to crime. Me personally, I never used that as an excuse. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the hustling game that I learned on the street, and I'm going to put that to legal use and just do the same game, but a different style in a different realm. I'm going to hustle my detailing. I'm going to hustle selling bike parts and buying bike parts and stuff like that, and selling myself to everybody else. That's what I used it for. So I mean, it all depends on you, man. So that's why I was quiet during that show, because I was really taken back by how he grew up and stuff. And I thought it was really interesting, and personally I thought everybody needed to know a little bit more about him. People think they know something, but they don't. And that goes for all of us creators out here. So much love and respect to y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. I hope my homie I'm drawing a blank for some reason. Big Country TCB, I hope you appreciate the shout out, bro. Professional Monkey, I hope that you got my shout out and saw it. Again, I apologize for not acknowledging that for the longest time. I had no idea, man. I'm really sorry. To everybody else, I just again want to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you for helping me do my dream. I appreciate you guys, man. So thank you to every one of you new subscribers. Thank you to all of you subscribers. That's what my video is about tonight. That's gonna drop tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. What did I entitle it? From the Streets to One Percenter. It's gonna be a pretty good one. It's gonna be something way different. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna try to do more stuff like that video. And like I said, that was my celebration of happy 5,000 subscribers. I can't believe it, y'all, man. Like December 4th, I had 600 subscribers. That's how many I had. And then I got looked at by Hollywood, my crime partner. He gave me a look and he put me on the table. He put me on with BD, he put me on with other people, and got me going and shared all my content and helped me out to get recognized. And now here I am. I'm sitting here with 5,000 people watching me right now. And man, it's a beautiful feeling. It really is, man. Y'all are making my dreams come true, so I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I'm gonna plug it 7 p.m. Central tonight, live. We will be on and popping. So until then, keep it real and keep it 100. I holla. Peace.